Hey, this is Luke with another Android Guys podcast. I'm here with Scott.
Hey, this is Scott, and I'm here with Luke.
How are you?
Hey, man, I'm doing all right.
Awesome. You have a pretty interesting product to talk about today.
Yeah, this was something that was offered to us.
Uh-huh.
A company reached out a couple of weeks ago. It's available on Indiegogo now.
Okay.
For some crowdfunding. It's hit its goal easily.
Okay.
It had like a $5,000 goal.
Okay.
And right now it's backed at like almost $75,000.
Oh my gosh.
So it's done very well. There's still another 2 weeks to go.
Yeah.
This is called Linner,
Mm-hmm.
Linner, and specifically I'm talking about the Nova, these Linner Nova Bluetooth hearing aids.
Yeah. So at first look, these look like just earbuds that we've seen
Time and time again.
so many of.
Yep. Flip them open, pull them out. They've got a nice little white stem. They are Bluetooth earbuds.
Okay.
And you can put them on, paired to your phone, and listen to your music
Mm-hmm.
just as you normally would.
Yep.
But they're very cool in that they are designed to they're hearing assistance. There's an app that you get with it or you install. You can go through. Actually, let me say before you even do that, when you power them on, they've got 2 buttons on each one.
Mm-hmm.
Take the earbuds out. You'll see they have left one is blue, or they're white earbuds.
Mm-hmm.
Left one has blue accent. Right one has orange accent. So it's kind of easy to see.
Yeah.
Color coding. That's kind of nice when it comes to, putting them away
Sure.
and grabbing them at a glance. It's, how many times if you grabbed one and look real close to find the L or the R before you
Right.
put it in.
Right.
And I think about the target demographic for that.
Sure.
This is, their hearing aids or hearing assistance. But I like the fact that they don't look like conventional hearing aids.
Right.
They look like earbuds.
Right.
So this is the kind of thing that you could wear without anybody looking at you and thinking, oh, what's he got in his ear?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you don't look out of place with these.
Right.
When you power them on, put them in your ear, immediately you start to hear everything around you so much different. It's insane.
Huh.
It amplifies everything.
Yeah.
It is almost freaky. Like I had a podcast playing,
Yeah.
and I was listening, and I had to take them out of my ear because I thought I had the volume too loud for this office, and I thought surely somebody's going to come down the hall and go, dude,
Yeah.
what gives? They do a great job of amplifying what's going on around you.
Interesting.
And they have some buttons on there to control, like playback, volume, pause. They have a little carrying case,
Mm-hmm.
and they have a little transmitter as an accessory. So you can actually place that on a table,
Mm-hmm.
so that like it basically amplifies the sound around.
Yeah.
Or if you wanted to plug in directly into your TV.
Oh, wow.
So if you have a laptop or
Uh-huh.
something, it comes with this little adapter, and there's a cable, 3.5 millimeter. Plug it in directly, and then it kind of sends that signal to your ear. It's really cool, and
Yeah.
it does a great job of doing that. And when you use the app, you can actually go in and take about a 5-minute hearing test. And it will walk through both of you can opt for one or the other or both, but you can do these tones that will play, and you'll see the frequency, and then it'll play it at a certain decibel.
Mm-hmm.
And, it'll say this take about 5 minutes, and you want to make sure that you're in an area that's quiet.
Mm-hmm.
And when you go to do that, you can actually see on the screen, like the decibels of like how much sound it's picking up. You really do want a quiet place, because you'll start to hear these tones played.
Yeah.
And then you'll tell it yes or no if you can hear it. And then from there, you will say, yes, I hear it. And then the volume level might go down. Do you still hear it? It's kind of fine tuning each of those frequencies to each of your ears.
Yeah.
And I don't know that the first time I did it, I don't think I quite understood what was going on. because I didn't know if the noise, the ambient noise, and then once in a while I would hear the tone. So I actually just kind of reset the profile, went back and started it. And it's just like if you've ever had a hearing test, it's that hum or that beep.
Yep.
And then you'll continue to kind of fine tune that, and then it'll give you a little score. It's not a medical thing, but you'll see whether you've got some hearing loss. And each ear could be completely different. Based off of my tests.
Yeah.
Luke, I don't think I'm long for this world. I had severe hearing loss in the one ear.
Interesting.
But I went back and retook it, and I had mild and profound. Maybe it was changed.
Okay.
It doesn't scale it, so you don't see the difference. Like, it's like these games that are like, is rare or legendary? Which one's higher?
Yeah.
Like, which one's, this is epic. Like, I know, but which is like the worst?
Yeah.
Is it severe or is it profound?
Right.
But, so I wanted to do it in a quieter area because there were times when I heard the tone, and then there are times when I'm like, and it says if it's very faint, you still hear it, say yes. But there was a point early on when I was going through, and I just kept saying no. I'm like, oh my God, I'm going deaf. But when you do that and you set up this profile, it will go through and kind of change the way you hear everything else.
Interesting.
So that you kind of pick up the sounds that you may not be hearing. It'll amplify where you need.
Right.
And then there are some listening modes. There's one for conversation. There's one for like commuting. You could wear these one ear at a time if you wanted to. So if
that's nice.
Yeah. So if you don't want to have to walk around with stereo things in, you can just have some amplification. And it's really nice. Like I can imagine my dad putting these in and it just being like an instant game changer for him.
Sure.
He's not hard of hearing, but there's just a lot of conversations where the first time I just start talking about something, he's like, "What's that?" And I have to kind of restart that. They're pretty cool. Nice. In terms of earbud stuff, they've got the stuff that you expect earbuds to have. They have IPX rating. They have their antibacteria. When you put them in the case, there's actually a UVC that will clean them.
Oh, nice.
I think there are, I want to say 7 hours. Let me see. I don't want to get the number wrong. So they have 8 hours.
Okay.
Per the charge. And then the case itself has another 32. So you're looking at
40 hours.
40 hours. Yeah,
that's pretty decent.
Pretty nice. And they have a fast charge. So if you put them on for 15 minutes, you'll get about 2 hours of usage.
Awesome.
Out of that. And as if that wasn't kind of cool enough, it's USB-C and wireless.
Ooh.
So you don't normally get that too often in earbuds that are $100, $150.
Right.
But with these, you're also getting this really cool hearing amplification. And so you're looking at about $199 right now for the Linner Nova. And you can also get it without the little accessory that you plug in.
Sure.
So depending on when you're listening to this, you can go to Indiegogo and look up what's going on. But if you go to LinnerLife.com, they've got other details about what you can, which options you can order.
Nice.
So, whoops. That would be the ad playing in the background. I like these. I think they're pretty cool. The white's nice and clean. They look modern, stylish. The colors are there, but they're not overly intrusive.
Yep.
And I think that the idea of this is pretty cool. They're, for people who may not be inclined to admit they need hearing aids.
Sure.
Or somebody who might just say, this would be really helpful if I could just wear these in class.
Sure.
Or my teacher, is my professor, that type of stuff. Or just somebody who in a work environment that might have a lot of white noise. There's some beam forming and some magic with the way these work that will kind of isolate things. And you can toggle that within the app, how much of the world noise do you want
Sure.
versus like the communication, and it kind of cuts out the other stuff.
Nice.
So like if you're here in a room and you like start tapping your finger, like it can be really pronounced, or you
Yeah.
can kind of make it so like, no, I don't really hear that so much as when somebody's talking to me.
Nice.
So yeah, these are the Linner Nova Bluetooth hearing aids, and I think they're it's a pretty interesting little product.
Awesome. Thanks, Scott.
You're welcome. All right, that's going to do it for this episode of the podcast.
Thanks for listening.
We appreciate it. If you guys have any questions, feedback, concerns, comments, anything, shoot us an email at podcast@AndroidGuys.com. We'd love to hear from you one way or the other. Luke, if someone wants to get a hold of you, how do they do that?
I am on Instagram and Twitter at Luke Gaul, Gaul.
And I'm on Instagram at Scott Webster and Twitter as SWebster77. Until next time, thanks for listening.
See ya.